dirty, but okay. I will. Good morning. I guess it's just the two of us. We will start with the pledge. I will do the top. We're both cops, so we're good. I will do the TOPS pledge, and then I'll have you do the COPS pledge.
I don't know if I can remember it. I don't have it handy.
Well, or I could
You
do
think
it.
I would know it by now, but
Yeah, well, we'll try. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember. I will take off pounds sensibly.
how does it start? I forgot.
It's the same as the TOPS, except for the last line.
What
I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food
to satisfy my frustrated
desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember. I am to be an example as I keep off pounds sensibly. I like it better. They changed it. We used to have a lot of changed lines, but I like it when it's only one line change, so it's easier to memorize. So, okay, we picked top, and I found this at topfan.com. Top 10 rules for chapter and individual success. Objective: we will do our best to encourage, support, and motivate you, but you must do your part as best you can. That's a lot of things to say. These days, people want me by that. Okay, people expect us to do everything for them. I'm not saying TOPS is this way, but I'm seeing the younger people. They feel the world owes them, so that they want people to do everything needs to get handed to them. We were raised different. It's like, you want something, you go for it, work for it yourself. Nothing is going to. So you get an allowance. My allowance is a quarter.
We didn't get an allowance.
It was a quarter. Yeah. It's like there's nothing is handed to you. There's no, oh, you're gonna hurt my feelings. So so the truth is truth.
My grandkids are like that. They think they can do anything and get anything, and
yeah, it's a shame, but like my mom always said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So we can try this. Okay, 1, if you fail to reach a particular goal you have set for yourself, you must not get too discouraged. 2, if you get discouraged at all, you must give us a chance to help. Otherwise, we have failed you. So if you have struggles, if you don't tell anybody you're struggling, we can't help. 3, above all else, reach out your hand to someone else who is down, ill, discouraged, or in need of caring support. 4, be courteous, friendly, and a good listener. There's a lot. People interrupt. I'm guilty of it myself. But they want to give advice before the person stopped talking. It's like, we're all guilty of it, but we all need to learn to listen better.
And some people don't really want advice. I do that when I get upset. Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, if you give advice when they ask for advice, maybe they just want to vent.
Yeah.
5, be prepared to share your experiences, tips, recipes, and compassion. I suggested, I had a ARD. We have areas because there's 3 areas in Pennsylvania, 4 areas. So 2 areas combined. Because there's gonna have a luncheon, so we hand out awards, which will be put on the Zoom. And my question is, why can't, I know we don't want to, because these people have succeeded. We don't need to give them advice, but maybe they have advice for the people that haven't succeeded yet. So it's like, can we do a question and answer? We ask questions for them to have them answer and give advice to the tops that have not quite gotten to the point where they're cops or they're royalty, they're division winners. So it's like, yeah, we need to have advice. I mean, we like people like cops. It would be, well, these days we can't because we don't want to visit other chapters because of the social distancing thing. You know, they have small rooms and they can't have another person, stuff like that. We would like the successful cops to visit other chapters and tell their story, but that doesn't always happen. People, they might have cops, but they're not public speakers. So we try. 6, do not be excessively thin-skinned. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and try to discover what they may have meant by what they have said. Because especially now with the mask and we cannot see facial expressions when we're in person, we don't know, we can infer meanings that they're not meaning to give. We interpret things, we might interpret things differently than what they said. And we also, as we speak, we need to take into account perceptions. Is the way we were raised, some things have a different meaning than the current meaning. So we're, 7, if what they have said still smart, please ask or write them privately with your concerns. Share with them what it is that has hurt you. Give them a chance to explain what they meant or apologize. 8, on the other hand, weigh your words with compassion. Do not be afraid to apologize to someone if what you have said have hurt feelings. But you also got to be conscious, be aware of the other people to realize this. And some people just aren't. They don't have empathy. We do need to have empathy. 9, let us agree to disagree if we don't see eye to eye. 10, consider yourself family, not a guest. Deem yourself worthy to speak up and be heard, as well as extending the same esteem to everyone else. Then it says, if I had to write a mission statement for the group, it would probably be rules 1 through 4. They explain what we can do to help you, what you can do to help yourself, and what you can do to help us. Basically, it's all give and take relationship. So what do you think about that?
Some good tips there.
Yes. And a lot of it, it's I don't know about you, but I was raised that you need to if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Yeah.
That old adage. But people don't have any brakes on their mouth these days. They'll just say it regardless of consequences. And that's hard, especially when it's like, okay, and you gotta, I've learned to just walk away because otherwise it's like, ooh, I don't want to get in trouble here. Just gotta walk away. But yeah, it's a lot of it is like praise in public. It was always praise in public, correct in private. That's always a good one, and people need to learn that one, because I'll tell you, even in retail, oh my goodness, I've heard some doozies that customers weren't supposed to be hearing, but it's the stuff. I mean, the old adages we grew up with still hold true, but they need to get taught to the current generation. They really need to get taught, and they're not being. It's not being. It's. I don't know. This world is weird these days. It's like everybody's out for themselves, and I don't like that. But we need at Tops We're Support Group. We need to remember that, and I mean every chapter is different, but we try.
Yeah, I was wondering. I don't know how. Sometimes I think we need to learn different ways to support each other.
Right.
Sometimes we just have a meeting.
Right.
And I don't know how you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we always have programs at my chapter. I mean, in April, we did the 4 weeks of in the My Day one. And we all commented, it's like, it was really nice having the programs all tie in for the entire month, not just 4 different programs. And okay, where can we go from there? But I'm trying, we've got someone that keeps the schedule. In between the two of us, we guide them to the programs, but it's normally the same for people. But that's okay. But at least
Sometimes
it's not just me.
sometimes we just have a program just to have a program, but I think,
Right, without a purpose.
yeah, they should have some kind of encouragement in there or something.
Right. There was on, I think it's on empowering members, empowering the TOPS Facebook page, group rather. It was, how do you do roll call, or how do you, and it's like a lot of people, it's like they were like they what they would say when people said they gained, and I have a lot of chapters that say what they gained. It's like,
We don't do that.
we don't even go around the room. At weigh-in, what we do is if they lose, they ring the bell,
Yeah,
and that's roll call. If they gained, it's private. Because to me, if they have to announce what they gained, isn't that part of fat shaming?
yeah.
Making them feel bad?
We
I don't
don't
agree with that part.
Yeah, we don't say how much. We do go around the table. We had one member and but she started doing just pass for a while because she said
Right.
That discouraged her to have to admit that she had gained. So
Right.
she just passed whether she gained or she lost. But she's back to
Yeah.
actually doing
mean-
the rest of us. But
Well, I mean, there was like, if you're the only one gaining,
yeah,
that's a lot of pressure. So, I mean, what we do is basically how many tops and cops weighed in, like 8 cops, 2 tops, and what was lost, what was gained, and the net, and that's it. And whoever was the thinner winner and the runner up, and that's it. No, oh, you're the only one that lost. Shame. It's like, I mean, we can encourage people. It's like if they lost, the losers or the thinner winner. I hate the word lose. It's the thinner winner and the runner up. We ask, what did you do different this week? And that way, the people that, if they did gain, they have something to try. But we try not to do anything negative, and we come from 3 different chapters, so what they're used to in the old chapters is totally different what we do here, because we do just everything positive, and that's hard to get used to. It took like 3 months for my weight recorder to not say best loser and say thinner winner.
we're still doing. Yeah, now last week I'm the temporary leader until election. So I printed out the new TOPS pledges. We were
Right.
still doing the old ones. Nobody
There
even
was-
knew we had a new one.
Yeah.
And one
Hey.
lady said, that sounds like political correctness. And I said, well, if you gain, you don't need somebody to pile on. You feel bad enough as it is. You don't have to
Right.
say that.
Absolutely. It's more for positive words, because you don't know, even though I wear it in public, you don't need those. It's not so much political correctness to me. I don't know what their purpose was, but to me, it's more to focus on the positive and not the negative. And that there's a lot of chapters that are still saying the really old one, that is, where those chapters still had pig, I've seen that pig once. So yeah, that
was before my
was all about,
time.
yeah.
I
But
brought that up, and a couple of them thought that was funny. I don't think it's
it's not.
I don't think it was very funny.
It is. it's fat shaming. We don't do that at Tops. We are all about positive, all about positivity, and that's a good thing. Because we don't need people to say, oh, you did bad, or it's like, you should do better next time. It's like, no, but you could say tomorrow's another day. That's a good thing to say. You know, just because we have hit a speed bump doesn't mean the race is over. So, but otherwise, yeah. Any other, do you have any non-scale victories this week?
No, I'm just staying on the same track I was on, so.
Yeah, you're still, so any advice? How many years have you been in COPS? 17?
17.
I actually remember the right word, because we were talking about long-standing COPS, because we have a 50-year COPS coming to, well, she can't come to the luncheon. She's got someone standing in for her. And we've got, in my area, I've got a 50-year COPS, 44-year COPS, and a 41-year COPS. We lot of, and it's pretty good. We get more I got a reinstated a couple weeks ago. I got a reinstated, and those of a reinstated COPS. It's like, this is really, really good. So any advice for people that are going to be listening to feedback?
I've struggled in the past, and before that, I've been out of leeway before because I was a cop years ago, and then I lost my status, and I quit Tops a couple times, and I came back. I guess you just keep looking till you find what works for you. So right now, what works for me is good, and before I still struggled every week, but now it's going okay for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you find what works for you, but it might not work for you 6 months from now. It might work for you at your current weight in your current health situation, but you have to be flexible to, if it stops working, change it, because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. It's supposedly, but it's like, if you keep doing, I saw something that said, if you don't make a change, nothing will change.
So when I struggled, I always seemed to find something to try different.
Right.
Because you just kind of, I guess you get tired of doing something a certain way, so you find something new.
Or you do the same exercise over and over and over again. It gets boring, so then you stop doing it so much, and then, but if you change it, it gets brand new again, and you do it more.
I thought I'd try Molly's drumming. I need to get some drumsticks, and I used to have exercise ball, and I got rid of them because I didn't use them, but I need to get some of those. So I told my husband, when he goes in the garage, get me a couple sticks I can practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to be nice and sturdy sticks. Otherwise you can break them if they're not drumsticks. So, but okay. We will stop with, I guess we can do the helping hand, the helping hand one. You take my hand and I'll take yours, and we'll start out today. For helping hand is what we need to guide us along the way. The way to goal is a lonely road. We need someone to care. Reach out, my friend, and take my hand, and then we're almost there. And awesome. So we're doing good, and hopefully I will see you on Wednesday.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.